little bit about these relationships of these schools to the military? Because last night we had on a young man from Washington University in St. Louis who specifically called out Boeing and investments in military companies as one of their demands. They wanted that to end.
Well, let me just say that these relationships are longstanding. They are decades long, and they extend to dozens and dozens of campuses across the country. Columbia, for instance, one of the board of trustees, the members of the board of trustees, is a board member on Lockheed Martin. So, like, these defense manufacturers have scholarships, they have graduate funding, they have internships, career pipelines set up at major universities across the country. They also have people serving on the board of trustees. They have lobbying departments to request defense funding for their STEM programs. You really can't look at a university campus today, for the most part, and not find a connection. For instance, the New School, where they're protesting, both at the New School and at Parsons, a fashion university. I'm a graduate there. They have connections to the Air Force and DARPA and some of the most egregious agencies that have been doing this kind of weapons manufacturing. So it's really kind of astonishing. And Columbia in particular, MIT, the University of California, the universities where you see some of the largest protest movements have been some of the worst offenders over the recent decades. So I think it's important to highlight that.
And very quickly before we let you go, Mark, is that something that comes up? Because we know that people talk about defunding Israel, but do they mean militarily or in some social way?
Well, in every way. And that's what disclosure is about. They want these universities to disclose all of their relationships. But most certainly, Lockheed Martin, not only with Columbia, Lockheed Martin has a relationship with 60 other universities in this country. And they provide weapons to the Israeli, the IDF, just as the IDF trains many of our police forces, including the NYPD.
So we can have this conversation more. I wish we had more time, but I appreciate all of you for being here, Jelani.